Once bed bugs have been positively identified, begin prepping the room for heat. Don't go overboard stripping down and washing bedding. Wait until after the room has gone through the entire heat cycle. The more the room is disturbed, the higher the likelihood that the bugs could be spread from one room to another. Always try to seal the room from escaping heat. Use heat-safe material to cover HVAC vents, lights, bathroom exhaust fans, bottoms of doors, and wall air conditioners. Cover window panes with blankets or the equivalent to minimize loss of energy from cold windows. Be sure to pull everything away from the walls at least 6 inches. It may be necessary to prop up some furnishings to be sure all the sides are heated evenly. Open all drawers and separate all items so heat can be evenly spread. Next, unplug all electronics. If your hotel has a fire sprinkler system, we recommend that the heads be drained and capped before the heat process commences. If this is not an option, we do have techniques to protect the heads in place during treatment. Always keep the heat level at the fire sprinkler head at minimum of 30 degrees Fahrenheit below the trigger temperature of the fire sprinkler. Then, place the fans and heaters in a layout that will maximize convective air movement. Remember, the idea is that you will be turning the room into a convection oven through the use of heat and air movement. Make sure all fans are blowing in the same direction along the walls of the room. If possible, place 1 fan per wall. Now, magnetically connect the fan and heater. Next, run power to the heater. The heater is powered by these 8 receptacles. Each receptacle requires 8 amps of electricity. If your hotel room has a 20 amp P-tack, unplug the P-tack and plug in the Convectex AC splitter. The splitter provides you with 4 8 amp power cords. Plug the splitter's 4 power cords into 4 of the heater's available receptacles. Be sure not to use the receptacle under the green light. This receptacle should be connected to a dedicated circuit outlet. If your room does not have a 20 amp P-tack, then in most cases you'll simply have to pull power from multiple rooms. Thus, at least 4 50-foot extension cords should be ordered instead of the 4-way P-tack splitter. Next, find outlets for the remaining 4 receptacles. Remember, you need to provide 8 amps of electricity to each receptacle. If you're using a 20 amp 110 volt outlet, you can run 2 power cords from that outlet. If you're using a 15 amp 110 volt outlet, you'll only be able to run 1 power cord from that outlet. Now, you're ready to connect your power cords to those 4 remaining available receptacles on the heater. Remember, the receptacle under the green light must draw power from a dedicated circuit outlet. Note, it is common to use more than one room's outlets to obtain full power. Next, plug in all fans. Now you're ready to start up your heater. Caution! Always turn fan on prior to turning the heater on. Always turn heater off prior to turning fan off. Now, turn on the rest of the fans and let the process run for a minimum of 18 hours. Be sure to check the system from time to time during the process to make sure no breakers have popped, and to turn the fans in different directions. Periodically monitor the room using the Convectex infrared laser spectrometer pistol. This will give you a quantifiable measurement of the temperature in the room. Take temperature readings throughout the room in places such as corners, walls, under bedspreads and pillows, around headboards, and inside drawers. After the room has cooled, strip the beds and wash all the blankets and linens on high heat, followed by a full high heat drying cycle as a further precaution. Keep in mind, walls and ceilings made of block or concrete require more heat because they are more conductive of energy than drywall. This means one heater will heat less space when you have walls and ceilings constructed from block or concrete. 50% more power is a good general rule for these types of rooms. Once the room has been heated for the appropriate amount of time, try to leave the room closed and hot. This will extend the treatment time as the room cools slowly. Temperatures will remain lethal to bed bugs for a few hours after the system is shut down and removed from the room. Thank you for watching this video and seeing just how truly easy it is to kill bed bugs yourself.